common spell.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy TYP336 here, sitting down with my teammate Austin Butcher. Austin, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. We're here bringing his top 48 deck profile from the Charlotte regional from this past weekend. And Austin, what did you play over the weekend?
I played Evilswarm. It was pretty hard for me to choose between Evilswarm and Prophecy, but I ended up going with Evilswarm. I just felt like it was going to be a Dragon format again, so I just went with this.
Still is.
Yeah, still is.
Still Dragon and Prophecy.
Yeah, it's
ain't shit changed. That'll be a video later. So how you feeling about like the format and how everything's going right now?
Same shit. That's all it is. Like, we all.
If we wouldn't have got the baby dragons at the same time as the big dragons last format, it'd be what it is right now.
Yeah. Dragon Rollers would be on top more than they were last format because Prophecy is
and Dragoonities would be a deck last format.
Yeah. And like Prophecy wouldn't be as strong, like, because Dragon Rollers would be like played out the ass load right now because of the babies.
Alright, let's go ahead and get to the profile.
Alright, I play one rabbit. You know, target for the vanillas, of course. Yeah. That's staple.
Yeah.
3 caster, staple. Y'all all know what this stuff does by now, I hope.
Yeah.
If you don't, then
go back to school.
Yeah, quit living underneath a rock. I played 3 Mandragora. Like, a lot of people was playing 2 of these, but I decided to play 3.
Yeah, I know you went back and forth with that like a lot.
Yeah, and then I chose to play only 2 Thunderbird. I had this at 3, but like, if you think about it, if you have 2 of these on the field, you can only use 1. A lot of people don't realize that. I played a Lantern. This was the last second decision. This card is nuts. This card won me like so many games this week. I love this card. It was hard for me to put it in because a lot of people told me to, and I was like, nah, but I ended up putting it in. And then, like, I ended up playing 2 Max C over the Valors because I think Valor's not as good right now.
How did the Max C's do?
These were so good. These were like, whenever I drew these against Dragon Rollers, I hardly did, but whenever I did, this was just so good. It was either a +3 or a +4, depending on how far they wanted to take it.
What about you, Turtle?
And then I played Dad for my boss monster. For my spells, I played 3 Pandemic.
Alright, that's $12.
I was playing 2 of these, and like at the last second, my teammates told me to take Out of War for the 3rd one, which ended up paying off a lot. For my 1-0s, I played Rhoda, Darkhold, Book of Moon. All staples, all pretty good. I played 2 MSTs, cited the 3rd one.
How did those work out for you? Like, because I know we went back and forth with that like a lot, like the night before.
Yeah, I'm glad I ended up playing them, but like, they only helped out once throughout the whole day, really, being in the main. I made a mistake against Dragon Rollers and accidentally sided them out game 2. Don't know why I did that, because they ended up siding in really crazy against me. But other than that, they ended up working out really, really good. I'm glad I played them.
Just tell me what you would try. Very simple.
For my traps, I played 3 Phoenix Chain. This was MVP. Like, this stops so much stuff. Against my Executor matchup, this is wrecked. Like, this was so good. Without these, I would have probably lost against it.
These 2 boxes.
2 safe zones, you gotta play these. These are really good, especially against Dragon Rollers when they try to pop your Ophion.
Yeah.
Like straight injectors, you need Zek
I played 2 Mirror Floors, staples.
I mean, you can run Zek Caliber if you want.
Torrential, Bossless, Pulse, Ebris, and Vanities are all 1-0.
I think that's like the best 3 right now.
This is great.
That was warning.
I regret playing this. Like, this isn't as good as I thought it would be.
I didn't think it would be. I didn't think myself it would be that good. Like as a 1-0.
Because like it's a 1-0, like you said. And I wish I would have played a second Vanity, because this card was MVP all day. Whenever I got this with like Key Beetle or Ophion, it was just a game. It was just too good. And I play Warning and the Infestation Infection.
That's a 40 card deck.
41.
Shout out to Charizard and Vulpix.
And then for my side,
There's 2 invitations in here?
I played 2 Zombie Roll. This card is the nuts against.
How did it do for you throughout the tournament?
I played this against E-Drags, and he said, "Why did you play this?" He's like, "It doesn't affect me," and I was like, "Yes, it does." He's like, "Okay, I'll show you." So he tried to banish for his dragons, couldn't do it. It's like he was being so cocky.
Go back to school.
Yeah, and then like against this one Prophecy player.
Hopper I can do for $1. The Centipede.
So you gotta be careful about that when you're playing dragons. They can still banish their Earth.
Yeah. And like another thing against this Prophecy player, he's like, "This hardly affects me also," and I was like, "Okay, try to do something." He couldn't do anything.
I can do like
he couldn't power, couldn't masters, he couldn't do anything.
Legitimately,
I can do like 50 cent piece.
Yeah, like I recommend this. Just give it a try. Like I know it sounds weird, but it's good.
Always run 3.
2 electric virus, of course, for the mirror match. E-drags, you know, everybody knows what that does right
Did you
now.
ever side them in?
I guess E-drags I did one time. It was hard to find room for them because, like, usually when I put these in, I take out the max Cs.
Yeah.
But, like, there was no room most of the time.
Centipede spec, make
Then I played 2 goes in for E-drags and stuff.
so that's $1.50 or $1.50.
2 lightning imprisoning. Never went into these the whole day. Probably gonna drop them. Just because like concealers aren't as big as everybody thought they would be.
My ass.
In my opinion, they're not. Because I hardly ever play them. Like,
Steelers wrecked my shit.
and then Boojins. I never saw Boojins like the whole day.
Steelers is Pleiades.
Yeah, Pleiades featuring concealers.
And then the one-ohs, I played 1 Vanities, 1 Eradicator, 1 Soldier. These cards were really good. Put in a lot of work. And then the Deep Fissure MST.
I can let go of the Hawker for $1.
Thunder King, this card put in so much work. Summoned it against Prophecy one time. He had the scoop. Nothing he could have done. And then the 3rd Max C. And then for the extra deck, I played, of course, you know, the 3 Ophion, 2 Bahamut, the 1 Aboris, the 1 Nightmare. You got to play these. Like, you all know that by now.
And then he was like, nobody likes me. I'm like,
I played 1 Black Ship, and then the 3rd time Pappy. I had a Diamond Dyer during the tournament, but now that I don't have Diamond Dyer because I borrowed it, I'll just play Pappy over that now.
Shout out to Steve Hughes.
Yeah, you're awesome, dude, for letting me borrow those. I played Augusto Emerald, number 66, Gaga Cowboy, Abyss Dweller. This card right here was the nuts. Like, I actually pulled off the blow up my opponent's whole field. Like, I had a 5 Evilswarm overlaid, almost won me the game right there, except for when he chained the safe zone and all my monsters were going. But other than that, this card done a lot today. And then the Maestro. That's all for that.
Yeah, I just want to say again, congratulations on getting your invite. And hopefully, once I just stop disobeying Lord Graffa, I'll get mine for this.
We told you to play Dark World.
I know.
Don't disobey Lord Graffa.
Yep. That's more of my story. Don't disobey Lord Graffa. And yeah, just congratulations on your invite, man.
Appreciate it, man.
We going to we'll all be going to Nationals this year.
No doubt. This time we're actually going.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Charizard.
Charizard.
And yeah, this is TYP 336 out.
I'm going to